What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Formula America podcast. We're your hosts, Kurt and Dylan. Formula One, going to Singapore.
In a week.
Full disclosure, though. Exactly. We are recording this about a week early. I'm going to be out of town, so we're not going to be here to do the actual on-time Singapore preview. And I'm also going to be gone, so we're not going to be able to do the recap. We're going to skip that. But we still need to talk about the race that's coming up, even though it's a little bit early, so things might change. Lance Stroll might fall off his bike and break his wrist again.
We can only hope.
I hope not.
Give that poor Felipe Drugovich a chance.
Dude, Felipe Drugovich he's done. He should just hang it up.
What do you do now? That poor kid, like F2 champion, was supposed to be like the next hotness and never driven in a race, I don't think. Or one. He got one, I believe.
Yes, I think so. Last year, or the year before. I don't know. But I say go to Indy, go somewhere, quit hanging around.
He's doing WEC.
Oh, there you go. All right.
But anyway,
Formula One's heading to Singapore. It's one of the few night races. Awesome looking track. Super challenging for the drivers. It's tight. It's walled. It's got high humidity, high heat,
and no passing.
Yeah,
even though there's 4 DRS zones.
Yeah, so this one, you're really hoping for a good pit strategy, maybe a safety car restart or something like that.
It's not quite Monaco, but you do basically win this race on Saturday.
Yeah, and it's, again, another high downforce track. So it's going to be interesting to see if the Red Bull is able to continue their performance that they've had in the low downforce. I don't know.
No, it's going to be warm. We are on the equator, high humidity. You're going to have full cooling packages on, full downforce. I think that's going to favor the McLarens.
I think so too. Yeah,
they have excelled.
This has also been where the Mercedes traditionally has fallen right on its face,
or sometimes right into the gap in the billboard.
True, you're right. Yep, Russell did clip that wall and go right in. Right, what was it? The last or second to last lap?
Yep. Oh, last lap. Russell. I think he had like 3 crashes last year on the last lap.
Oh man. Well, so what do we got going on? What do we need to know about Singapore?
So obviously Pirelli has not released this year's newsroom article. So I went back to last year. So this data is a year old, but I don't know if it's going to change very much. C3 through C5 last year, which is the softest in the lineup. Maybe they threw C4 through C6, but I don't think it makes a damn bit of difference. Like this is going to be a one-stopper. This is the longest or one of the longest pit stops in the calendar. It's a 28-second penalty for taking a pit stop. So basically, unless the race is completely neutralized, it's a one-stopper. Just like Baku, just like a lot of this stuff, the medium tires last year did 30 laps, and then everyone switched to the hards or starts on the hards and goes 50 laps and switches to the mediums. We're going to see a couple of, but it's going to be medium, hard, medium, one of those. 4 DRS zones, although they don't really matter too much. No tire deg. It's really thermal deg that you have to worry about around here. And that's about it.
You forgot the iguanas. You
have to worry about the iguanas. This shouldn't affect tires too much.
Fernando killed one last year. Everybody was up in arms. Fernando, he's got quite a history in this track.
He does have a hell of a history. He's a hell of a history in most tracks when you've been around this long.
Let's see, 2008, the infamous Crashgate incident where Fernando's teammate and Max Verstappen's brother-in-law crashed on purpose to allow Fernando to win the race.
Yep.
So that happened here.
I believe that ended in $100 million fine, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Alpine got disqualified from the 2009 championship. Yep. Nelson Piquet left the sport in disgrace. Flavio Briatore, who's now the Alpine team principal, was
banned for life from F1.
Apparently, life isn't what it sounds like.
It's Game of Thrones.
Because he's back.
His time on the watch was done.
I wonder if he has like extra eyes on him at this track.
I bet he does. I bet he has extra eyes on him on most tracks at this point.
Probably that guy. I can't believe he made it back, but
yeah, it'll be hopefully an interesting race. This could be a snooze fest, or this could be like Baku, where we have 72 different red flags throughout it. Like
we have seen both of those here. I was just looking up the highlights from last year. I forgot this is the one where Lando This is the first time that Lando started on pole and finished the first lap in P1.
Yeah.
And then goes on to finish like almost 22 seconds ahead of everybody else for the win. He was out front so bored that he actually hit the wall twice when he was by himself.
Are you sure that was
ruining
his
his race.
bored, or like that was just Lando doing Lando things, you know?
It was probably a little bit of both. He was hot. He didn't drink. His mom didn't give him enough milk before the race.
The spaghetti wasn't sitting well, you know. Quality's
although I do
here,
think
though. Q1 is a madhouse.
Yep. Yeah, we've seen some pretty big qualifying crashes. Lance Stroll actually DNF'd from the race a day early by crashing out in quali so hard he couldn't race the next day.
I forgot about that. He's done that a couple of times. Does he have a record for the hardest crashes that were so bad he couldn't make it the race the next day? He's got like two or three of them.
Probably. He has to. I don't know, man.
So, yeah, predictions?
Predictions are going to be tough. I think I'm shaking mine up. I'm definitely shaking mine up. I'm feeling that this is going to be a strange race. I just have a feeling it's going to be one of those crazy, just like non-standard races. We've got Oscar Piastri coming off of a terrible weekend last weekend. We got Lando, who's taken points out of Oscar 2 races in a row. He also did really well here last year. I don't know. The Red Bull
Max
was fast, but is
on form?
Max is on form, but is it going to be enough for that car? I don't know. There's so many question marks, but I feel like it's going to be.
I have every poll all the way through my wild card. I wrote stuff down and have scribbled every single one of them out and rewrote more stuff down.
That's funny. I did the exact same. I have 2 sets. One of them has scribbles through it. I had to rewrite it.
Yep, all of them.
All right. Well, then, who do you think is going to be on pole?
So I had Max on pole originally, but I scratched it out and put Piastri.
Okay. I had Max on pole originally. And then I looked up Max's record here, and it has not been stellar.
It's not. This is not an awesome, which is weird because it's so high risk. You'd think that he would excel around here. I don't know. That's why I ended up scratching him out, going, no, it's probably a McLaren.
I don't think that it's his fault. If you look back to what was it 23 when they won every race except for here, that was
Carlos Sainz won this.
Yep. So I don't think it was Max's fault. So I scratched Max out anyways, though, and I went with last year's pole sitter Lando Norris because I feel it. I feel like he's on a tear right now. I feel like he wants it. He's hungry.
He's hungry, man. He killed it last week and started P7, ended P7. He was just man on a mission.
Man.
A mission of mediocrity.
Stop that talk right now. Meanwhile, your guy was watching the race from the sideline.
My guy was winning the race.
Well, you're pole sitter this week. All right. All right. P3. Who do you got down there?
I have Norris in P3.
Okay. Here's my first shakeup. My P3. I'm going with Lewis Hamilton. I don't know why. I'm feeling something wild.
It's a bold move, Cotton. I like it. I'm a fan. I would happily root for that.
Yeah. And I have a little bit more of a lead in the prediction. So maybe that's why I'm feeling a little risky, but I don't know.
Like it. I like it. Every time you go with your gut, it always works out well for me. So
I know it's terrible. I always think about that every time I do this too.
Well, that's what all of mine I went with my gut and they went, no, that's not logical. Cross the ball. Piastri's probably going to do that.
I throw that logic right out the door.
So P2, I've got Max. Just like last year, I think he's going to be damn good enough, but it's just not going to be enough to win it.
Okay. P2. Oh, man. It's a stretch. I'm going with Leclerc. Double Ferrari podium.
That would be wild.
Yeah, it would be. Double Ferrari
wild. Podium. Okay. All right. I like it. And obviously I have Piastri winning it.
And I obviously have Norris winning it because he's going to. All right.
Just putting it in the atmosphere there. I like it.
Just throwing it up there. Please. All right. Wild card. What do you got there?
4 DNFs.
Oh. It could be exciting.
I think it could be. Can I say at least 4? If it's 5 DNFs, do I still get it, or does it have to be 4?
I think that's fair.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
At least 4 DNFs.
All right. I am going to go with something that at first glance I didn't think was extremely wild, but then I looked back their stats here in this track, and I think it's wild enough. I'm going to go with double Aston Martin points.
That's wild enough.
Which,
That's
okay,
definitely
I know
wild enough.
they scored double points in Zandvoort, I believe, but since then they have not. And here at Singapore,
I don't think they've scored a point since then.
I don't believe so.
Yeah,
Fernando with Aston Martin has not scored higher than 14th here. Lance Stroll had a 6th place in 2022, but other than that, he crashed out and then he had a 14th place. So.
Yeah, up to double Aston Martin points. That's wild enough.
Oh, I told you, man. Mine's shaking up. All except for Norris. Everything else is shaking up.
I like it. I shook mine up a little bit and then went no.
Well, before we move on, I would like to say that this race does mark 1 year since Danny Ricciardo's final race in Formula One.
R.I.P.
Just remember the sadness of him sitting in that car afterwards.
It was heartbreaking.
They pitted him. He got the fastest lap, which is
and the lap record.
Prize. He did get that. He did get
lap
that
record.
Hopefully it stays and doesn't get broken this year. But yeah, that was a sad one.
That was. Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
So we've got to wait a week and a half till Singapore. And then we're going to have to wait another 2 weeks after that for, we are 3.5 weeks away from Coda, bro.
From Coda. And we will be there in Coda. And I am so excited for that. I haven't been there since.
Pumped.
When was the last time we both did Coda? 2021?
No, we did it in 20. Was it 21 was the last time we both went?
Maybe, because then we did Mexico.
I've gone every year.
Mexico, Brazil, Mexico for me. So yeah, 3 years for me.
Damn.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we got to wait, like you said, 2 weeks after this for that. But we'll figure something out in the meantime. So remember, like we said, we will not be here for a Singapore recap. I will still be gone with no access to record. So we'll just have to catch up when I get back.
I'll just do it alone.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll talk for you.
I would love to hear that.
Watch it be our highest grossing podcast the entire
I know, right?
time.
Like, all right, I'll just sit my ass down now.
Yeah. I believe Kurt's predictions were Stroll on pole. Yeah, he didn't get that. He had Stroll winning the race and on P2 and in P3. Super weird.
Yeah, not sure how that happened.
Yeah.
All right, man. Do we have anything else?
I think we've covered it all.
All right. Well, short and sweet. If you like this podcast, make sure you leave us a rating and a review. Share it with a friend. Like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. And other than that, Instagram, Formula_America. And I think that's going to be it, Dylan. So on that note,
stay classy, America.
We'll see you next time.